you're setting up to make angled cuts for either your hips or your valleys, the notchers are set with a T-handle underneath the SnapTable ruler that you can loosen and move to your required position. The SnapTable offset chart is set up with an offset in inches. So once you move your notcher to the 16, as you see here, your notchers are offset for a 16-inch miter cut. They can also then move back to square, which is set at 0, and you can do your opposite angle as well, depending on what side of the roof you're on. Your notchers come pre-squared from our shop, but due to vibrations in shipping and transportation from job site to job site, they may come loose and out of square. This is how you re-square your notchers. You take a 1-inch combination square ruler and you use the notches that have been machined in the top of the lower pan dies, and you go from line to line and make sure that you're square. If your ruler is square in between the two notches that have been machined into the tops of the notchers, your notchers are square and you're ready to operate. After you have squared your notchers and found the correct width for your panel, you are ready to start notching panel. You first close the male notcher onto its rib, reach across and engage the female notcher onto its rib. You then notch the male rib, removing the coupon. You then reach across, notching the female rib, releasing the coupon. You then release the female notcher and then the male notcher and move your panel down, and it's ready to be slit. When setting up your hemmer for hemming your eave and your valley cuts, you have these shoes that are placed across the entire width of the hemmer. These are adjustable. If you have a 3/16 Allen, you can loosen and move and tighten into place as many as necessary to put even pressure across your panel before you make your hems. After you've slit your panel and you're ready to make your hem, you want to make sure that your shoes are set up correctly on your hemmer. And the hemmer has a built-in fencing along the inside of the folding bar that when closed and you bring your panel to it, your panel will hit up against that fencing, and that's when you know you're square. You want to make sure that you are tight up against that fencing in the corners. You will need to snip your panel at the angle you are trying to hem if you have a wider rib on your panel. Once you have created this angle, you can now run your panel into position, lock it down, and get a perfect hem in your valleys.